Hey guys, it's Lux here. So one of the most asked questions I probably get on YouTube in regards to whenever I post a Sailor Moon collection or a photo of my Sailor Moon collection, basically anything Sailor Moon related is, oh, do you have the SH Figuarts? Do you have the Figuarts? Do you have the Figuarts? Do you have the Figuarts? And for the longest time, if you watch any of my videos, you know that my only Figuarts thing at the time has been my Figuarts Zero, which has been the Sailor Moon, this one. This one here, play. So that has been my only one for the longest time, but the thing about the SH Figuarts in my city, and kind of, we're just where I live in general, the whole area, is they're not cheap. They retail for a lot higher what they would retail for like online, but I just haven't gotten around to buying them online. So my birthday passed, and my darling partner finally bought me one of them. Da, 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 da. So this is my first ever Figuart, and of course it is Super Sailor Moon, which I am super excited about. I really am excited actually. You know, I put off getting the SH Figuarts for a long time. I'm really not sure why. I think I've kind of talked about it before. I think it's just because I had so many other wishlist items, like a lot of vintage stuff that I just really wanted to collect first before like throwing the money down on the, you know, the SH Figuarts. Because they were a little pricey, but now I got one as a gift, so it kind of all worked out perfectly. So I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to completely, I'm going to take her out. I'm going to open her because these are figures that, you know, you got to take out and play with and pose and everything like that. And that's what the video is going to be today. So I'm going to give you guys my full out review and opinions about her. I'm going to take her out, give you nice lots of close-up shots. I know there's probably a lot of reviews of her out there on the internet already, but hey, everyone has different things to say, right? And this is going to be my opinion and take on her. So that's what the video is going to be today. Yay! So we will flip the camera around and I will like unbox her in the video and everything like that. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright you guys, dun dun. First of all, sorry for the glare, but I really do just want to kind of get the best lighting and everything as possible so you can see her as good as possible. Even though, like I said, I'm sure a lot of y'all have definitely probably seen this girl or some of the other versions of her many times before. Let's give a full view of her in the box still. The Figuarts Super Sailor Moon. I can't even begin to tell you just how many comments I get about these figures in general. And I have to say it is nice to actually have one of the SH1 instead of just the zeros, because she does look like a lot of fun. It's so cute. So I'll give you a full view of the box. Of course, the bottom and everything like that. It freaks me out that, you know, she came out in 2015 and I'm just getting her in, you know, I got her in 2018. But, you know, when these girls first came out in Canada, they were very expensive, and I had too many vintage wishlist items at the time that I just wasn't willing to pay the price that these were going for here in Canada. And the same thing with online too. But the prices of these have dropped a lot, that's why I have her now. So look how cute she is. So there she is in the box. I think we're gonna go ahead now and open her because I have been so eager to do so and play around with her. So yeah, let's go ahead and get her out. I'm really excited to do that. Okay, so for all the love of unboxing, of course we'll do this on camera as best as possible, but it is so hard to do it one-handed, I have to say. So there she is. We'll go ahead and attempt to slide her out as gently as possible, as hard as that is to do. Okay, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to show. So this is exactly what she's like when she comes out. You can see all her different hands there. Assuming this definitely probably takes some figuring out which hands kind of do what. I mean, you've got so many options. It's almost kind of, sometimes I feel a little overwhelmed. And here we have her different faces you can use. Of course, her wand and the Holy Grail. There's the really gorgeous figure herself. I'm so impressed with her already, I really have to say. I also really like how they chose like a porcelain white on all these bits instead of just painting it white. I think that's probably one of my favorite things. It just adds the right kind of mood and effect that she needed, you know, being super Sailor Moon and everything. I think it's really, really nice, and how they did the hair at the end's translucent as well. I really, really like that. What I also like about these boxes too, I have to say, is kind of how cleverly done they are. Like how they, you know, they hide like the awkward, you know, faces and hands with this image here. I really have always liked that about these boxes. But you can see everything else that you need to see perfectly, like the wands of the figure herself, but the box hides the kind of awkward parts. I really have always enjoyed that about this. So I guess now it's just, we're gonna just try to get her out and I guess kind of fiddle around with this a little bit and see what I think. Okay, and here she is out of the box, kind of placed a little just kind of quickly and awkwardly on her stand. I kind of just wanted to give you guys some first impressions of her. Number one, I just want to say these are really light, definitely lighter than they kind of look, so picking her up was kind of interesting. I fiddled around with most of the articulation, some of it I haven't yet, but I do have to say I really like the way the articulation looks. I have to be very honest, because sometimes, especially on dolls and things, articulation can look really horrible. But I think they did this really nice, especially for her scale, because these are quite freaking small. So for her scale, it's really nice, especially with the knees and everything. I really like that. An articulation I'm never a fan of on most figures is this articulation here. The articulation that they put like at the ankles, I've never really been fond of that articulation. I understand it, I like what it does, but I just don't think we've kind of like fully mastered the way it should look yet. Like, it's not that bad, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a little, just a tiny bit off-putting to me, like if I really had to nitpick. I haven't figured out how to do the face yet. I haven't taken all the little pieces out yet. Her stuff is still, some of her stuff is still there. These accessories are very small for my hands, as you can see from my giant friggin' hands. These things are very tiny, so I have to be careful. And I still got all her, you know, faces and hands in this little thing here. But I am glad I was at least able to take her out for the moment. I really am impressed though, I have to say, especially for my first of the SH Figuarts. I like how the end of the bows also go translucent as well. This looks so much nice detail, it's so accurate, and just really don't have like complaints, to be absolutely honest. I'm really curious about the face thing though. I gotta figure out how to do that. Alright, so let's fiddle with that. Can I just say what I love about these as well is how the instructions are idiot proof. Like, it's in Japanese, but you can see it's pretty friggin' self-explanatory. So basically pop the veins off first and see. I'm so scared. I just definitely wanted to check and make sure, because I don't ever want to break anything. And I should try to put on one of the hands as well. I should swap the hands and see how that works and see if I like how they did it or not. Alright, let's give this a shot, girl. Oh god, how terrifying, I know, but I did just I just want to show, like, it's actually not that, god, that's so horrifying, I'm sorry, but it's actually not that hard to do. It's definitely a bit of a pull, but it's not like super difficult, and it's actually good that it is a bit of a pull, because then you know that it's sturdy, and I mean, come on, we do like that. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put in this face and try to put in a different set of hands so she can hold her spiral heart rod and see how that looks. So I'm gonna be fiddling with the hands, I guess, next too. Alright, let's give it a whirl, see what happens. Okay, so I ended up getting the hand on that holds the wand. I have to be honest, guys, for me, and this might just be because I'm a bit of an idiot, it was a little hard for me to get that hand back on. Maybe it's because my fingers are so giant. But it was a bit of a struggle for me. Getting the wand in was pretty simple though, but sometimes you just feel like you gotta be kind of careful with these. And I was trying as gently as I could to put that hand on there, but I'm glad I did. So yeah, here she is holding her wand, with a different face on as well. Can I just say too how much I love the way they do this hand storage little pole here. It's like they got the little peg so you can just pop any hand you take off. Like I took off this one and just pop it on. I love that, so you don't lose anything. I really love this idea. Look how many different hands you get. There are just so many options of things you can do, and the same thing with the faces. Like I love that. You really do have so many options. I have to say I kind of like her default, the default face the best. I think that's probably my favorite one. It's the cutest. But yeah, here she is holding her spiral heart rod. Again, she also comes with the purity chalice, which is very small in my hand, as you can see, so just kind of be careful you wouldn't lose that piece as well. I love when dolls and figures come with accessories. It's probably my favorite thing, so I'm glad that they gave her a lot of options. I think that's so fun. Guys, overall, I really love these a lot, and I'm really glad that I got her, I have to say. It's definitely so nice to have one of these in my collection now. That's not just the Zeros. I'm glad I finally have one of the SH Figuarts, because I know I was a little late on this parade, but hey, it's better late than never. And I have to say, they're definitely worth it. Especially because they've gone down in prices, so if you can find one that's not an insane price, I'd say definitely go for it. It's definitely a nice thing to have in your collection. And I think she's gonna look great on my shelf. I'm gonna definitely keep her unboxed, because these are definitely something that you like take out, and play with and set up. That's why they kind of make the boxes, so convenient and everything. So you do take them out and you do enjoy them. So that's definitely like their purpose. But of course, anyone can do whatever they want. Of course. How gorgeous she is. Okay, I'm gonna swap out, put back her other face. Alright, you guys, so overall, I am very happy and satisfied with this figure, I have to say. I definitely think these are worth it. I hope someday down the line I do get some more. You guys know I'm more into dolls than figures and stuff like that, but I mean, this girl was so beautiful, and I really am happy I at least have one of these SH Figuarts, because everyone can stop asking, hopefully now, to see that I do have one. And I do think that she is so beautiful. And like I said, the reason why I didn't collect these when they came out is because I just had way too many vintage Grail items to get at the time that I was putting my money towards. So he's definitely got kind of put on the back burner for me, but I am super glad to have one now. I think I might just put her on my shelf like this, maybe play around with the poses. They're very fun to play around with. I have to say, all the different hands and faces definitely makes it a lot of fun, and the articulation is great, I have to say. And like I said, it looks really nice, as opposed to how I think some articulation is on figures and stuff like that, and especially dolls. But this one looks really great. She's really cute. Accessories are even, like, the stuff is so small. I don't even know if you guys know, like, it's so small, and the paint details are just great on it. Her stand's really cute as well. The hand, again, my final complaints, the hands are just a little hard to put on for me, but again, that might just be because I have giant hands and giant fingers, so who knows. The face and the hairs and putting the bangs back on is really easy though. It's very sturdy, which is nice. Like I said, that's actually a good thing. You want it to be sturdy, but just keep that in mind. Gosh, she's nice to look at, isn't she? The colors are just so nice and vibrant on her, I have to say. Well, you guys, there you go. Lux finally reviews an SH Figuarts. What a great start to 2019. So there you guys go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video and review of the SH Figuarts Super Sailor Moon figure. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all down below. And until next time, I will see you guys very shortly with new videos. So take care till then.